Hey guys, Coach Chad here. I want to talk about the weekly template of your programming for regular group class as well as the sport program. This is not something that we outline on the SugarWOD document very often, so something we can just kind of touch on today. So when you guys put your training program together, or when I put the training program together, I'm building it off of 4 days for the group class. So our training model is 4 days a week, and it is built into the system on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, which essentially means that Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday are rest days. Okay, so if you're building in and you're doing extra work outside of group class, you at least can know what days are the priority days when it comes to building the appropriate program together. Now, I want to reiterate, guys, if you only come 2-3 times a week, you don't have to worry about these things. You're still going to get your great workouts. You're going to get all your functional training in. But if you want to follow the full program, this is how it's built. Okay, so the group class program is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Within that is then when we put all your strength and your conditioning work based on the model or the time of the year, based on the periodization that we're in, as to what that work will actually entail. And then the Wednesdays and the Saturdays are built around different energy systems that still link into what we're working on, but they're not part of the actual group class program. So they're somewhat separated out. So they're kind of like additional days of training, if you will. Then when it comes to the sport program, when I program everything in, I program in on the exact same days, pre and post work. Now, most of you guys will not see this because it's in a private track on SugarWOD. So if you're a sport member, you'll have access to this in your app. But I program all the work on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So avoiding Wednesday and Sunday, but all of that pre and post work can actually be moved around to wherever you want it to fit relative to your individual schedule. Now, of course, on Saturday, we have group training. So I really highly recommend that everyone come to group training, because that's where we get a lot of the information on what we're doing, how the week is going, and we work on specific skills that we can work on as a team. So that's Saturday at our sport training program. But then throughout the week, you'll see all these extra things like pre-work and post-work. Now, this week, as an example, I have post-work built in as anaerobic lactic bike work that you have to do. So 1 to 3 work rest ratio, just longer steady state cardio on the bike, where we do a lot of that kind of work. And I put it as post-work. So it's done after the class. Now, the fun part about that is, theoretically, it doesn't matter what day you put that on. You can put it wherever you have time. So it actually could become a Wednesday session. So if you want to work out every day, but you don't have a traditional full rest day on Wednesday, you could move that to a Wednesday if you don't have time to do all the work on, say, Monday or a Tuesday. So you can move the stuff around. So most of the pre-work is built to be able to move into different days based on your schedule. There's some times where it just doesn't match. Perfect example this week would be, I have a deadlift tuner or a primer. So before the guys come out and do their deadlift work in group class, they have some GHD sit-ups, GHD raises, and some glute back extensions to do that are just a small volume, but getting them used to work on the GHD, but also priming the deadlift. So it's a good little warm-up and some extra volume that they can attach to that posterior chain work primarily. So that one is kind of somewhat specific to the Friday, but most of the work that we do can be moved around to wherever it fits. So yeah, I see some people on the sport program, they're doing the Wednesday workout or the Wednesday group class. What you should be doing is picking up a different day. If you're missing a Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday, you should be picking that day up and doing it on a Wednesday, not doing the Wednesday group class. Now, of course, it's not right or wrong, but if you're following the full program and you're following the periodized model that we're building in, then you have to understand how progression applies. And progression applies in the fact that you're continually adding intensity or volume to what it is that we're doing, and there's a progression built into the movements. So if you're missing those, then you miss some of the full picture when it comes to the progressions that are laid out within programming, okay? So as long as you get that work done. So a lot of times what could happen, as an example, you could take the Thursday workout, do it on Wednesday. So the Thursday group class workout, do it on a Wednesday, and then take the Tuesday pre-work and put it before that. So your Wednesday becomes Tuesday pre-work and Thursday group class. That would be an acceptable modification if you're on the sport program, because you have a certain amount of work to do and you want to fit that work in, okay? And usually when I talk to sport members, they're always asking for extra skill work, extra work. So when you're doing this, this is how you should think about your week. You should think about your week being, here's all the work I have to do. I get all of that work done. If I get it done, then I can add extra work in and I can go have some fun. Otherwise, you should be focusing on what is programmed and what is built in for you so that you do not miss the long-term progressions of what we're actually training. If you understand that your job as being an athlete, that's your job, right? Follow the program, understand the progressions, and work with your coach to understand what the direction is so you understand how you can modify if necessary. I hope that was helpful. If not, ask some questions in SugarWOD, which I think you can do. And then maybe I can add some more videos next week. Thanks, team. Appreciate it. Have a great week.